I mean, if you need more time, it's okay. I mean, I'm thinking, is it true that, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, did you get all the information I sent you, or did someone just send you half the stuff?
Well, no, I think initially you had sent in like a 14-page to our member services, and they had sent that. But then I think one day early last week, you sent some additional information in. Yeah,
I sent it to compliance, so I wasn't sure why it came to...
Yes,
right.
To compliance, but they looked at it as a complaint, so that's why it came over to my area.
Okay, can it also go in as compliance, since Dr. Dar violated the False Claims Act?
Now that I'm not really sure how that all works out. I would have to check into in reference to the compliance.
Right, because Dr. Dar did that. I proved it on the letter. She didn't do any physical exam, and and if you're right, and if you're, I know, but I'm trying to, I know. Just please answer me this. When I send a letter to compliance about a problem, why are they sweeping it under the rug?
I can't.
Right. So they should deal with the problem. I know, because I know I'm going to go ahead and complain to the state soon as well, because your rules, I'll show you this, okay? So this is exactly how it works with MedStar, okay? And I can just note that I guess from now on I'm just going to go ahead and record all my phone calls.
Okay.
And all my interactions. So even when I go to the doctor's office, I'll be recording. So we don't have any issues in the future. But here's how it works with MedStar, okay? So,
I'll tell you what, I think it would be best for me to defer to my director, and in that way, I can tell her.
Okay. Okay. And can you read off the letter that Dr. Dar gave? I want to see what she wrote.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to read to you. This letter is in response to the complaint lodged by patient Joe. How do you pronounce your name? I think I'm pronouncing it incorrectly.
Crisaya?
Crisaya, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Then she says, on the first and only visit that the patient presented, he had a myriad of symptoms that needed further evaluation. The etiology of the symptoms was not conclusive, and I had promptly requested evaluation to determine the diagnosis at the first visit. The patient's complaints were not overlooked as has been suggested in the letter. All the previous medical records were requested to be received in a cardiology evaluation so as to establish the diagnosis and subsequently the treatment. The patient did ask for disability form to be filled out at the end of visit. He was informed that I could not complete due to lack of adequate medical information at the time. There was no further follow-up after the initial visit. His concerns were not overlooked as he may have suggested. Respectfully, Dr. Dawson.
Okay, on what date was this signed?
I'm sorry?
On what date was this signed?
She sent this over on 3/2.
On 3/2, wow. So this was a long ago complaint, and she took this long, like 100 days.
I told you I was told she was out of the country. So
okay.
Back to say that's why it took so long.
Right.
She came back. She would check into it. So this is what
Okay. I wasn't sure why why she couldn't take care of the issue when she was out of the country. Is that okay? I mean, that just sounds so odd. But anyway, so I know obviously Dr. Dar's attorney wrote it, and that's MedStar's attorney. And your MedStar, your director is MedStar, so you see the problem. But you know how the rules work. When you get into this kind of business with MedStar and Medicaid, MedStar goes in and they help write the laws. So it's not as though it's some law that MedStar has to follow. MedStar actually, goes in and writes the healthcare laws. So these are laws that MedStar has to follow. That is, when they're doctors, when you're doing MedStar Family Choice, it's not just an insurance. You actually have a fiduciary relationship. So actually, you have the responsibility like a doctor, because if you see, it does say if the patient doesn't take the medication, you have to bring the patient into compliance, and you also say the patient has to be honest with the physician. Now, these kind of things are not there in other kind of insurance companies. So this is with Medicaid, and this is with the healthcare laws, and actually MedStar goes in and gets their way with the laws because they get tax breaks or whatnot. So they have to follow this law. So when they find that one of their physicians did something wrong, the rule is they're supposed to follow up. But that's one half of the issue. The other half of the issue, which is the more important part, is they have to treat the patient. And Dr. Dar, why would she say I had a myriad of complaints? So what I need to do is I need to speak to Dr. Dar on the phone.
Okay.
So can I?
So what you would have to do, you just follow up with Dr. Dar.
Oh, no. Okay, I can't do that. It's going to be your office's responsibility. Since your office assigned me there, I went to Dr. Dar, and I need to speak to Dr. Dar on the phone tomorrow. I need to know because a myriad, because when she says, because you can see from that statement, okay, I'm not going to yell, but let me just tell you, you can see from that statement is something a lawyer wrote out. That's not what the law says what Dr. Dar has to do. Dr. Dar has to explain my health condition to me.
I cannot discuss with you. I don't even have the authority or the ability to discuss with you and reference you with a law versus Maryland law versus Minnesota law with lawyers. That's why you need to direct. I want to ask.
Okay, but can I just mention one thing really quick? I mean, once again, that's the point. You saw that letter, okay? You saw that letter. That is a letter written by a lawyer, and you know.
No idea who I can't.
Right. But do you? Okay, right. Okay. Do you think now? Your law says that the physician has to help the patient understand his condition and his health status and answer all the questions that he has. Now, with that letter, no Medicaid, especially a Medicaid patient, is not going to understand. But I understood exactly what she was saying. That's the pack of lies. She said, I came in with a myriad of complaints. That's not true. She didn't put my complaint. No, she needs to answer this question right away. Why did she answer this question, which was also in the so she didn't answer the full complaint. This specific question she has to answer right away because that was in the letter, and she had the exam, which she didn't do at all, on October 15th. And then about 4 weeks later, I got the records from her. It did not have a diagnosis for migraine headaches. Then 2 days later, I went to another MedStar office and I found out she slipped in the migraine diagnosis. So can she answer why she did that?
This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I will be referring to our director. So with the director, because like I stated to you, I cannot discuss laws.
Okay.
Laws. I cannot discuss.
Okay. So for right now, it's going to be very important for me to get my current health status. So I would need, since the harm that Dr. Dar has caused, which basically is, let me just get you the background really quick, because I think your director hasn't told you what's going on, okay? The people that harmed me in Virginia, which was Innova, and I filed, so you just need to get the background. I'm not going to ask you anything. Okay, I'm sorry. No, but I know, but okay. But that's for the compliance. Okay, but how do I see a doctor right now? I need to have a telephone consultation with a doctor. I can't go into the doctor's office because your doctors are harming me. And you saw that. You saw the neurologist's report, and it shows what your doctors have been doing to me. It's very clear. So I cannot go into the office, but I need to have my health status.
I do need you to understand, I cannot go into these different things with you. So what I don't want you to, first of all, I don't want you to, get...
But do you just see the problem? I sent that letter out to you, so everything I asked for in the letter, you cannot do. The point being, they gave you this, so everything I'm asking you to do is in that letter. Why did they give you...
That's why I will refer it to
I understand, but...
And then she can go to the compliance...
But she got... No, but it's...
They can get together...
Right. No, but it's the two... I know, it's the two... Okay, which area are you into?
Directed to the correct person, to the correct area.
Okay.
So then when you discuss with them, you have your compliance area in reference to the compliance issues. Then if they have to address the legal issues, it would go to the legal area. So that's why I wanted to direct you to the correct area.
I know. But do you realize you want to direct me to compliance? I send it to compliance.
I understand.
so you can see what's going on. Oh, I know.
So that's why
Right. But there is the second. Okay. I'm not going to ask you any more compliance issues, but I want the second half, okay? I've been with MedStar since May 9, and I went to so many of your doctors, and I made I've been contacting them, and so I don't have my health status because Dr. Dar lied about my health status. Dr. OK, you saw the issue I raised. I had a test. Did you see the exact test, what he did? He knew exactly when the problems would come up. So he wrote into the system that I'm on this medication so he can, have the test go off at an earlier stage. And it still showed all kinds of problems. You can see my EKG. So I need to discuss my EKG with, now you can tell me, I know for a fact a second-year medical school student can answer all my questions. So when I'm going to ask you if I can discuss it with my primary care, they should. If I can discuss it with a I don't think I need to discuss it with a cardiologist. So I need to discuss my health matter on the telephone tomorrow morning with some doctor or whoever can answer those health issues for half an hour. I need to understand that complete EKG test. Because I went through, I complained to your office. I said, Dr. Dar did something wrong. And I said, can you send me to another office? You did send me to another office. Then your other office also does something wrong, and then they send it to an out of network. So why is that my problem? You are supposed to take care of the things from start to finish. Your doctor sent me to out of network. I didn't do that. So your network, your doctor, so would that be a way for you to get it? Because that doctor was supposed to answer my questions. You saw very clearly. I asked the question to the doctor, how is my EKG different from the normal 44-year-old man? Dr. OK left it blank. I need that answer. Obviously, I need that answer, right? So I'm asking him a simple question, and he doesn't give me the answer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that statement what Dr. Dar did. I'm going to add more to what so obviously her legal department looked into it, and I wrote some stuff about her on the internet, and obviously they're not challenging it. So I know it's gone through legal, so I'm 100% right, and you know it, because what I wrote... Okay. So I need to right. So I need I need to speak to a doctor tomorrow morning on the phone. I cannot go.
She will also get with the compliance area, and I will ask her to give you a call first thing in the morning, and then you can present your concerns as far as, and she would be able to direct you to whether it would be the legal department, the compliance area. Who would be able to address your concerns?
Those concerns. Now the issue of I need to get an appointment tomorrow morning. Who would address that issue?
You need to get an appointment as far as you need to go
you saw the issues. The way your doctors have harmed me, I can't go into the doctor's office. So I need to... Exactly. So, do you have a doctor who can discuss the issues with me on the phone?
I don't.
At your office?
I will also address that with the director.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get you to
Is your director a physician? Okay. Okay.
I need you to discuss this with this.
Okay. Is your director a physician?
No, she is not.
Okay.
The director of my department is where the complaints come through. She can also speak with the director of compliance.
Okay.
Speak to the compliance director, and then they will be able to...
Okay. Okay. So right now, I do have a primary care. So I'm not going to go into the primary care. I need to get a visit on the telephone. So is that one of the authorized services you have? And you can authorize that.
No, I cannot. No, I cannot, and I don't know if that can be done or not, but that will be addressed tomorrow. So what I'll do, I will ask my director to call you first thing in the morning. You can present to her, you can present to the compliance director what your concerns are, what you're asking for. They can answer you whether that can be done or not. I cannot answer that for you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay. I understand. Now, I'm still trying to figure out which part of the entire equation you can help me with. Because they sent it over to you. So it looks like 99% you can't do anything. So can you just tell me, is there something at all you can help me with?
There's no need for us to continue to go over this over the telephone.
Okay.
Not address your concerns.
Okay, so can I just ask you one more? Okay, so let me just ask you like a general question. You're in like appeals and denials, so this is for...
Right.
This is...
It's a member complaint.
Okay. Okay, and member complaints. And so for appeals and denials, who sends in the appeals and denials? Is it physicians or is it patients?
A member can be denied a certain service and you have a right to appeal. A provider can be denied a certain service, they have a right to appeal.
Okay.
With the services that was denied.
Okay. And when a physician performs a physical exam and they only check the eyes, ear, nose, and mouth, and if that's proven, then you won't pay it. When you're calling it a complete physical and you only check the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth?
When a bill is submitted, that's something that will be handled through the claims vendor. They know what services to look for, what codes are to be billed, under what diagnosis. No, I do not get involved with that.
Okay, so you do not, exactly, I know. So you can put as long as you put in the codes, even if you don't do the service with your insurer, the physician can get paid. So there's no going back and checking on.
That is not what I said. That when a claim is submitted, of course they have to send in clinical to substantiate the charges. You can't just charge a code if you don't have anything to substantiate it.
Okay, what do you need to substantiate it?
Mr. Cruz, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to discuss.
Okay, so I think I understand. I think we understand everything that's going on. So I just wanted to just to bring everything out, because I knew that you kept telling me you're looking into it and you're doing the stuff for me. But obviously we cut to the chase. We got to the end, which shows that they simply sent it over to your office because they knew there's nothing you can do to help me, and nothing in my complaint has anything to do with your department. So, and they didn't want to punish Dr. Dar, even though she knew right from the... Let me just make one quick point. Okay, the issue went through the Virginia Medical Board. What happened is they never said that I don't have any severe injuries. So as right.
I did not discuss anything with you that has anything to do with Virginia or anything.
Right. So when Dr. Dar lies, right. Because when Dr. Dar lies and says that I don't have any condition, she's lying. Right. The Virginia board, they actually looked into it. They found out that I had the injuries. Right, but I know, but I understand. Okay. Okay, who's the person who will contact me tomorrow? Can you tell me? Hello?
I'm gonna have to end the call with you.
Okay, okay, and who's the person who? Okay. Okay, what time? I know. So you want to? Okay, so what time will the person call me tomorrow?
I can't promise you a set time, but I will give the information first thing in the morning.
Okay, I know, because I sent that stuff out, and that person should have answered me on that Friday, because that would be equal to first thing in the morning instead of her passing it off to you. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm going to get this item. I know, I'm going to get this item into court. No problem.